Oh my God. Hi. How's everybody doing? Everyone, do you have your preferred pumpkin based pumpkin spice drink of choice in front of you because it's pumpkin spice season? I've got mine. I've got mine. Welcome in. I hear a lot of new names here. Chef is backstage. I'm going to add him in a second, but I just wanted to do my little thing and he's not just sitting there all awkward. Welcome in. I see a lot of new names in here that I know are here because of him. Welcome in. Mods will be dropping Henry Resilient channel link during the stream. Please go support him. They will be dropping Cups by Julie's link. Please start ordering now for Christmas and such. And I'm going to add Chef in and we'll say hi to chat and get going. I'm so excited. Oh, welcome, Chef Maiku.
Oh my God, hi.
Mhm.
I've always wanted to do that.
It's more nasally. Oh my God, hi. Thank you so much for offering to do this because you've been kind of, it was like a little while back. You're like, do you guys know about the Power Rangers? And we're like, the fuck?
You're like, wait, they have drama?
I know.
Excuse me?
So, Chef is going to be the captain of the ship today. I'm just the co-pilot, and he's going to guide us through it. This is going to be part one because there's no way we can cover all of this in one stream. Do you want to say hi to chat and everyone in chat?
Hi, chat. I'll say hi to my people. Okay.
Yes, please. Welcome
Let's
in.
do Chrono reading. Hello, TJ, Jeremy. Let's see, Strife, and Cayenne. Ooh. And I don't know the pressure cooker, but looks like he might know they might know what's going on. So
that I've seen you around pressure cooker. I can't remember where, but that name's familiar. We have a real crocheter. Cups by Julie again. If any, hold on. I have so many links in my like clipboard. Somebody can grab Julie's link and drop that in chat. Oh, why is my phone going? I saw Kayla, Ham and Beans, Tammy. How you doing? My YouTube's husband, Kayla, Kala, Cups by Julie. All of the new people, welcome in. Anna Nicole. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to do a little. Okay, we're good. So, Silvael, is that 2002? Am I saying that right? Silvael. That Amber chick.
Hello, Silvael.
And TJ, Cheyenne, Jeremy, Pressure Cooker. Anyone else I missed? Welcome in. Ooh, if I put it on all messages, that would help. So a couple months back, Chef in our Discord, Jarella, how you doing, my love? Can't forget you. Was like, hey, do you guys know about the Power Ranger drama? And kind of started telling us a little bit. Where do you want to start to kind of guide us into what we're going to talk about today?
Well, I've been watching it since like day one. So, way before internet and way before YouTube was a thing. So we've heard about actors leaving and whatnot, but we really didn't know growing up, the days of Yahoo. But it wasn't until this year or last year when I was like, holy moly, that's what Austin St. John is doing? Or this guy pushing an old man? What?
And
I wanted to share it with
everybody.
I wanted to share with y'all. Yeah.
So as we go along, keep in mind, like, talk to us like we're 5 and we have no idea. Austin St. John was the
the original Red Ranger.
Okay,
Jason.
yeah. So make sure you add those details in because, like, I don't know. I've been kind of like purposely staying away from it in anticipation of this stream because we love drama.
Like, there's a lot, and the two most recent ones are just like ongoing. The latest one started late July, and then the guy has court date next week actually.
Mm.
So like, there's always something going on, and then there's even way more. But this is just the crash course.
Oh, yeah. So, like I said, this is gonna be a part one. The pressure cooker. I personally do not know how to answer your question.
But the pressure cooker, we did watch. I did see that video, but I'm not going to be talking about that one.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a couple videos lined up. Trigger warning, and I'll let you guys know again. We're gonna watch one video. The gentleman in it, David Yoss, he does use the F got slur. It's in reference to him being called that while he's telling a story. It is not used in a malicious manner towards another person. But that word is not okay and does bother some people. So just I'll give you a trigger warning again, like,
Hmm.
just try to let you guys know. So, the first video Chef wants us to watch is about why the original Power Rangers left, right? Or like how
Hmm.
that fell apart, right?
Right. Yeah. Why the one of the first dramas that came around was in the second season, so about 93, 94 ish time.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Um, three of the original six Rangers had a sudden departure. So we finally figured out why, a few years later, why they did that and what happened. And they got replaced, pretty instantly. The story, they made it make sense in the show.
Yeah. Okay. So let me, because I'm like old FFG today. Let me get the tab. So, and then I forget which order, the third, the fourth. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah.
Welcome to live streaming and my streams. I'm a hot mess. Yes, please feel free. If you would like to give a thumb. If not, you can keep your thumb and put your thumb where you'd like it because it is, in fact, your thumb to do as you wish.
Oh, can we give a quick summary about what you stream here for the new kids here?
Oh, for the new people. So
Yeah.
I'm a mixed bag of hot messes on the internet. If any of you know what a Goro world is, I talk about hot messes and problematic people on the internet, specifically in the community I run in, which is like Gore World adjacent, and talk about them. I've gotten pretty spicy lately because I'm tired of everyone's bullshit. So I'm like, no more. And then the other side of my channel is I like to talk about, I call them spoopy streams. And that can range anywhere from aliens, ghosts, conspiracies, like Illuminati, etheric, like psychic kind of whatever. I'm all over the place, but it's a good time. Everyone's welcome. I have to say, I am very proud of my channel and my chat and the fact that it is such a mixed bag of different people from different communities. Everyone's
Hmm.
welcome. We encourage open conversation here. We just ask that you be respectful. My mods are hella chill. They are awesome. So it's a good time. And if you'd like to subscribe and hang out every now and then, I'd appreciate it. If not, that's cool too. We're just here to have fun.
Oh yeah.
All right. So let's get into this first video, which is let me make sure it's the right one. And again, quite a few of these videos are from a channel, Henry Resilient, and his there it is. His a channel is linked in the description. I'm sure mods will drop it throughout. So let me make this bigger. And anytime you want me to pause, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Asha. And oh, Jarella tickled the like button. Yeah, I have memberships too. So we're gonna be and Halloween's coming up. I'm gonna start planning and researching for that. And I might be
Uh,
delving into some true crime stuff with Anna Nicole in the future. So keep an eye out for
ooh.
that. Yeah.
And one more thing before we
Yeah,
start,
of course.
we need to address the elephant in the room. Guess
With
what day it is?
pumpkin spice day.
Pumpkin spice season,
I've got,
B.
yeah, I said that. I listen,
Woo!
I admittedly have two venti iced pumpkin cream chais in front of me. I've waited all year for them. They also have some new like apple caramel apple themed drinks, non-dairy for our vegan lactose
Oh,
intolerant
cool.
friends. So I need to try the apple croissant thing. I wasn't able to get my wings on it last year, so
Huh.
yeah. Oop, hold on one second. Hello, Cruz. Welcome in.
Hi,
Hold on, I gotta
Cruz.
do a thing. Doo-doo. All right. Are we ready?
All right, strap those fupas in,
All right.
people. Let's go.
Strap your fupas in. Okay. And we're gonna try and keep this to about 2 or so hours because I'm gonna have to feed my dogs at 5:30. So we got 2 hours. All right. Quit
There
yapping.
we
Let's
go.
go. Let me know when you want me to pause.
All right.
Okay. Again, this is from Henry Resilient.
Do this
Oh,
on my own. Cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morphin
skip
went in
ahead a little
work.
bit.
I made a fake one. The year was
Huh?
You
Is
can
it
probably
too
skip ahead a
loud?
little bit.
Okay. I'm like, is it too loud? Should I put him at? We'll see how he is at 1.25 too.
125, yeah.
How about them apples? Let me see. Okay. Well, I want to see all the
the
stuff.
red, yellow, and black Ranger leave the show. Why did this happen? How did this happen? And who is to blame? Today, we wanted to do our research and go over all of the facts ever since JDF passed away about a week and a half ago. RIP JDF and the original Green Ranger.
Who's JDF?
JDF is Jason David Frank. He played Tommy the Green Ranger.
Okay.
So he passed. This isn't a current video. I
Yeah.
think he passed like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So it's been a little bit since he passed away.
Yeah. Let's see what the date is if we can. 1 year. All right. So this was premiered on November 28th, 2022
Yeah.
is when this video we're watching, that's the original date it was posted.
Mm.
Okay. All right.
A lot of people have been talking about this and they've been blurring the lines a little bit. And I wanted to make a video and talk about everything, all sides, and really who is to blame. Because if you're asking me, the biggest culprit in all of this is Haim Saban. And I want to go over that. Some people blame.
Oh,
Haim Saban
I remember the guy on screen.
is
Yeah.
I think he was the guy that started Power Rangers. Um, Power Rangers is an adaptation from a Japanese show, so it
Hmm.
uses half Japanese footage and half American footage.
Yeah, I remember like when I was,
Mm.
younger watching this, like you could tell which parts were like American and which parts were like Japanese. So I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oop, yep. And Sean Nova, welcome in. By the way, Sean says, don't forget he
Hi,
also
Sean.
played the White Ranger too.
And Jason David Frank was also two Red Rangers and Black Ranger as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he was like the hot shit when he came on. Everyone loved him. I'm pretty sure you
Hmm.
remember that when he came in, and he
Hmm.
just left a big legacy. So
Well, yeah. So, and as we go in, like I said, I haven't delved that much into this. Um,
mm,
it seems like a lot of the actors were. It wasn't just a role they played; like they were very much involved in the show, and it was also like a very big part of their everyday lives. Would that be a correct assumption?
uh, right now, well, after they got out of the show, yeah, sometimes they do the conventions like the Comic Cons or like the anime conventions. So they do still, you know, portray a character or portray what they did before. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't say it's their lives. They do other. They might do
Well,
other
like
things.
a big part of their lives, though. It wasn't just
Yeah,
like I played this role for a season or two, and then they left it behind and moved on. Like it kind of stuck with them over the years.
yeah. Like they're always going to be Tommy or Billy or Zach or something. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hit play. Cool.
Mm.
Okay.
Austin St. John. Some people blame Jason David Frank. No, don't blame the Rangers. Blame Heim. Now, shout out Ranger Wiki. Due to the franchise initially low budget and Heim Saban being notoriously cheap, the various actors in Power Rangers, especially in the early years, were working minimum wage for sometimes 20 hours a day.
Jeez.
Although this initially didn't backfire, this would cause major problems for both Saban and Fox Kids just a year into the franchise's run. By 1994, Tweet
How is Saban spelled? Is it S
S
I
A
O?
B A N.
So is that okay? Because I'm like, all right. I don't know. Okay.
And
Pronunciation. I
Haim
just
Haim and
that.
Saban Saban.
Yeah. So as long as it's not supposed to be Siobhan. Okay. Not that I could do anything
No.
anyway. I was just curious. ADHD. Hi.
Trang, Walter Jones, and Austin St. John's were all having trouble paying their bills and getting the things they needed to live due to the minimum wage they lived on and were feeling run down. According to Walter, they consulted with a lawyer and the Screen Actors Guild to find out about their legal rights. When they discovered that they could legally demand more money from Saban, they tried to get themselves and their fellow actors increased pay, but they were refused
Pause.
and walked off set during.
So if you missed it, so they used to be. Well, the current issue is SAG versus union or non-union.
Yeah.
When the SAG writing strike happened, well, like 2 years ago, was it?
Oh, there's been one 2 years ago. There was one earlier this year. Yeah. There's been quite a
Yeah.
few.
So, like right now, well, the franchise is done, but the last several years of Power Rangers, they've been SAG.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember they couldn't like really talk about anything, or they had to stop production. They couldn't promote anything.
Mm.
But this was like way in. Show started in '93.
Yeah. Oh. Sean wants to know how many actors died because he thinks the show is cursed. And that, real quick, that is a common thing. Like, there's an old, I can't remember which like old ass TV show it was, but they're like still, because there's residuals and stuff like
Mhm.
that. If it's what's that, like, shown syndicated, you'd
Syndicate,
be
yeah.
yeah, you'd be surprised how many actors like don't get proper payment for that, and they work. The 30-second clip will take 5 hours to film.
Yeah.
So
But to answer Sean's question, I can probably ramble off 3 or 4. There might be like maybe less than 10, I think. I don't know everyone for sure, but I can probably say Jason David Frank,
mhm.
uh, a guy from Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Uh, that's all I got right now. But yeah,
Yeah, and there
there's a few.
there was like oh, real quick. So was the original show just Power Rangers? Because I know there's so many iterations of it. Or was it
Well,
Power,
it's
like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Like, what was the original show?
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and
Okay.
then each show would be like a year season. So each season would be a different name.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Take your fake
Adam Morton.
fan,
Fake
Donna
fan.
Morte. I'm in
Hi,
my
Lynn.
lane, so let me live my
That's
life.
funny. All right.
the filming of episode 2 for 1 during the second season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This led to an infamous series of episodes that lasted all the way until the power transfer. This involved their characters missing for large portions of the episodes leading up to their departure. Horrendous dubbing, and the introduction of Rocky, Adam, and Aisha as their replacements. The pay and the treatment of the actors.
Donna said he forgot Toy.
Yeah.
So Toy Train was the original Yellow Ranger Trini.
Mm-hmm.
And I might want to say that might have been the first or second piece of maybe like Power Rangers drama or like Power Rangers news. It might be like 95, 96.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she was the original Yellow Ranger, and she was part of this group that left.
Yeah. Yeah, and you did send me a video on that, which we'll see how stream goes. If we don't watch it on this one, we can just do a separate stream on like if you guys want, or like make it a segment of a stream about all the ones that have passed away and make sure their memories live on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was so bad back in the day that the Screen Actors Guild was coming at Haim Saban. This is a article from 1996, Washington Post.
An article, not article. Sorry to be picky, but that bothers me.
Put this out there. Actors Guild faces off against Power Rangers. Hollywood's main actors union has accused the creators of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and a dozen of other programs of grossly underpaying performers and announced it will punish union members caught working for the company. The Screen Actors Guild accused multi-millionaire producer Haim Saban of building his fortune through the economic exploitation of children. Now, back in the 80s, 90s, kids shows, family shows, they were all being underpaid, and it was horrible. Mel Woods, president of Fox Kids Worldwide at the time, argued, "Our circumstances are very unique." Woods argued that license fees from the networks are lower for children's programs than for primetime shows, and that children's shows earn lower fees from syndication than successful primetime shows do. She said that if the company paid the Screen Actor Guild's
so a lot of the Rangers, their first show is Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think any of the other Rangers actors have had a history before they joined or before they were hired. I think Power Rangers might have been their first, maybe second acting gig.
Oh wow, yeah, which is normal, to hire like quote unquote no talented but quote no name actors for a role like this.
Julie, put up Julie's comment.
Okay.
Power Rangers started in 1993, but the Japanese adaptation started in I got my notes, 1975. So in Japan, it's been going on for nearly 50 years, and we're just taking their footage and making it our own with our own stories.
Okay. Duke. Yay.
Duke, it was a car crash.
Oh, wow.
Toy Train died in a car crash.
Oh, wow. Yeah, see, we need to do a stream and all that with because we were supposed to do this last week, but my house got painted and I had no warning. So we pushed it to this week, and we'll do more in-depth research and do do you guys want to see a stream more about individual Power Rangers, the ones that have passed and all that stuff? Passed more.
Oh, hello, Duke, by the way.
Yeah, please feel free to leave a comment, or if you're in the Discord or whatnot, let me know. And shout out to Cups by Julie. Julie does make those reusable plastic Starbucks cups. Julie does an amazing job at personalizing them. And so if you would like to order one, I'm going to drop her link in chat here shortly. And I'm so happy to see you here in chat, Duke. Yay. He's like, no fat bitch drama. Not today.
Yeah.
minimum rates for child and adult actors, it would add 40% to the cost of producing the live action shows. The president of SAG at the time said that explanation was ridiculous. He said Saban earned more than $300 million on Power Rangers alone in 1996, and that other children's programmers such as Warner Brothers and Disney managed to earn a profit while paying SAG rates. Now, this is the thing that I believe changes everything for me and really changes my opinion on Saban. The Actors Guild and Saban Entertainment had been negotiating a contract on behalf of performers, but discussions broke down in June over the questions of paying residual income to performers for broadcasts. Did you just hear that, folks? Saban would never give anybody residual incomes, and that's what makes me feel horrible about sometimes buying.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, okay, you get paid for like the initial episode, but as far as I know, a lot of these episodes have continued to be broadcast over and over and over again. And yeah, the actors, they should still. That's like, to me, it's no different than, I'll use Kendrick Lamar as an example. Every time his song gets played, he gets paid for it. It's artistic work. But yeah, they should. That's kind of fucked up. Has that been resolved yet, or is it still ongoing? Do you know? Because again, this video is from November 28th, 2020.
With the residuals and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, so the Power Rangers franchise, there's no more shows. Their last season was on Netflix last year, and it was an original story. They still use some of the footage from Japan, but they kind of had to like bastardize it and fill 10 quick episodes.
Yeah.
But they've been SAG. So they're still doing their thing, Yeah.
Yeah.
These figures, because I know that the actors aren't getting anything, and I still will buy them and love these and want to get them signed and autographed and still support the actors if they're at a con, stuff like that. But it is pretty sad that most of these actors out here, they don't really get paid for those figures that were sold. And that is the big difference. Saban never wanted to pay anybody. There was a story that I heard years ago from a former Ranger that was on the movie cast that said that they were supposed to get paid a large amount of money. I won't say how much, but for the 90s, 1995, this is a pretty large amount of money. And Saban vetoed that. And I heard that the Rangers did not make as much money as you think off that movie. When you buy that movie, I don't think there's any residual income for the actors or actresses, crew in that movie. It's kind of really sad how it all works. Saban gets the money, or who owns the movie now? I know it's on HBO Max. Is that still Saban?
This is unfortunately a common practice in this situation. Like I said, you have, quote, no name actors. I don't mean that as an insult to anyone who played a Power Ranger, to fill these roles. Long hours. I don't know how much physicality went in as opposed to like a stunt person, residuals, all that, and those contracts will be hundreds of pages long, lots of legal jargon. That actor may not be able to afford an attorney or lawyer to properly look over it. They could ignore the questionable terms in it because it's like, this is going to allow me to get my foot in the door for my Hollywood, my acting career. Do I want to, just deal with the shitty contract terms? And this could lead to better things, and they take advantage.
And this was when it first started too. So
and they didn't know how big it was going to be.
Oh yeah, because I went to a little convention in town, not Saturday, but the Saturday before. And a lot of the actors within the first 6 seasons, well, especially the first 3 seasons, had no idea what they were getting into when they signed up. They're like, well, what's this show? They want me to make a kick? They want me to flip? Okay.
Yeah.
So they had no idea. Even like 6 or 7 seasons in, they were like, what?
Oh, a lot of I thought that was the case. Donna Morte says a lot of them did have martial arts training. I thought so. And that is
so the original, the 3 that they're are leaving in this story, I believe they were all trained in some sort of martial arts. Maybe not the same style, but they were all like able to kick and jump and all that.
They they had to have had a certain level of physical ability to do those roles, even if it was uh cut in with like a stunt
Hmm.
person or whatever. You still have to have a certain amount of skill and physicality for that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, they like jumped on trampolines and stuff, but it wasn't, a full stunt. It was probably just for like the quick little frame.
Yeah.
Like Amy, Amy Jo Johnson and David Yost. Amy Jo Johnson is Kimberly the Pink Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
David Yost is
Oh
Billy the Blue
yeah.
Ranger. So they were gymnasts. And if you remember Kimberly in the first when she was on, she was a gymnast.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd always be on that fucking balance beam. That was her
Yeah,
thing.
I
She was
remember
always on the
Amy Jo
balance beam.
Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah, and Sean says Jason David Frank was also a martial artist too,
Oh wow.
and he was big in like MMA, and he has like all these
Yeah.
uh, degrees on his belt. So
Hearing all this and thinking of the time period, I wonder how different things would have been if this would have come about in say like the early 2000s, instead of like early, you know what I mean? Just if the show would have
yeah.
started 10 or 20 years later, cuz I can just see a lot of changes. Sorry, ADHD brain. All right, let's get through this.
Is that Hasbro. I don't know how everything works, but I know that the cast from Friends still makes millions of dollars from residuals every year because that's still a show that is streamed constantly. Power Rangers is streamed constantly, maybe not on a Friends level, but there's no reason why you couldn't give them a very small percentage to eat off of years later. It does suck. And how it works usually in the entertainment industry, if you stick around long enough, you outperform your contract and usually you're able to renegotiate. Do you think that the cast of Friends had a contract right away that got them all the residuals or got them a lot of money after the third, fourth season? I bet they were making a lot of really good money, but I bet those first couple seasons were rough. But once you knew the
Yep.
Mighty Morphin was a huge show, of course they're going to want some money. You got to be mad at Haim Saban because I believe deep down that guy was so greedy, he would have recasted all of them, guys. You know it. It sounds weird, but he would have. He would have recasted all 6 Rangers. I know that's maybe a hot take to some people, but I believe deep down that guy was so cheap when it came to this show that, okay, I'll just get new Rangers. And then after In Space, there was no longer the same cast. They were flipping cast Lost Galaxy on just one season.
Okay,
And it
pause.
was kind of
So he just said after that certain season, they weren't rotating or having consistent casts.
Mm-hmm.
So In Space was season 6, about 99 ish. They had a ending of the storyline from the years past because up until then it was like a continuity thing.
Yeah.
They're all under Zordon. So the season Lost Galaxy was a brand new start, and from that point on would be different casts for each season. They didn't bring anyone uh, back as a full-time cast member, maybe like an episode or two.
Yeah. Wow. See, and that
Cheyenne, just let we'll get there.
well, and I mean, yeah, this guy sounds cheap. He sounds shady.
Yeah.
And when a show hits the way Power Rangers did, it's like that it matters. I would compare it to, a popular band. Like look at Queen. They probably could
Mhm.
have quote unquote survived, not that they're not still awesome. But how many bands have we seen go to the wayside because they lost their lead singer? People grow
Oh yeah.
attached to not just the show and the character, but the person that plays them. And if it's always like some random person or they don't know if it's that person in the costume or whatever, like that matter. Like, would we all still love Deadpool as much if it wasn't Ryan Reynolds? No.
Oh,
It matters. I'm learning so much. Go,
Good,
Mama.
good, good.
Oh, I did not know.
Well, why aren't you talking Power Rangers on
I feel
Twitter?
disrespected. I wasn't asked to be on the panel. I have whole archives of interviews and Q&As, including Japanese interviews about Saban and PR. Well, get with us
You know,
and
I need to
mayhap
say this. Bitch, show it. Show it.
show
Show the damn screenshots. Go, Maman. Come on.
it. That's mine and Dusty's love language is that sound bite.
Yeah,
But no, go Mama, get with me. And seriously, if you want to, like, you know, we can talk with Chef
yeah.
and see what we can do in the future. I had no idea I had no idea. Apologies.
Me neither.
Oh, he says he has a whole different Twitter for
Damn.
I don't know how to say that.
Tokusatsu. So
Tokusatsu.
let me
Okay.
pull up my notes. I wrote this down.
Okay.
Okay, so Tokusatsu is the genre that Power Rangers in Japan falls under, and
Okay.
Tokusatsu is like the heroes.
Okay.
So anything that's like a hero. What did I write?
All right. Let me write that. I'm gonna write that down too. Tokusatsu.
Satsu.
Okay.
So it's like the Power Rangers, Kamen Rider, Sailor Moon, Ultraman, anything that's like a hero show would
Mm-hmm.
fall under Tokusatsu.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And also, welcome in, Goma. Welcome in, Aunt Maddie. Good to see you both.
Oh yeah, Godzilla is also, so it's like anything that, superhero action, stuff like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Goma says tokusatsu is an umbrella term for productions that are live action and use special effects. Interesting. Okay.
Mhm.
We are learning. See, we are
Oh, yes.
educational here.
Cool because you actually got the beginning and an end to a season. Some of them just kind of bled into the next one. So it was cool to get those one and done seasons. But at the same time, a lot of these Rangers were overworked, underpaid, and did not get residuals. They didn't get anything. And we're selling hella action figures with their faces and stuff. So very interesting. Ever since Hasbro took over, they started adding union actors. So the first one was Rory Travis, the Red Beast Morpher Ranger, and then the second was Russell Curry, the Red Dino Fury Ranger. Hey, that's cool. The fact that Hasbro is trying, they're paying a little bit more. So long story short, Heim was cheap. He didn't want to pay for the SAG rights. And when you get the SAG rights, you do get better actors too, but you got to pay more for these actors because these are actually not just kids off the street. Saban's whole idea was I'm just going to take these kids and give them fame, and they're not going to care if they're underpaid. But these actors were making maybe like $600 a week. They said like $500-600. You can make that work in any.
I just want to say these costumes are really fucking cool. And
Yeah.
I'm having like, listen, I'm 45. When this stuff got big, I was going into like high school and I was like a little grunge girl. Really kind of wasn't my thing, but pop culture or whatever. So I know of it.
Mhm.
I'm feeling really bummed out. I never got into this. And
I
I'm just
was
I feel FOMO.
I was in first grade when it came out, so I was like the demographic, and I took a little time off when I went to the Marines. Just
As
I
you
didn't
do,
really watch
yeah.
TV during that time, but I really just got back into it a few years ago, especially when the 30th anniversary special came out. Oh, I was all in, girl.
Oh, nice. Chef, I know he's serious when he says girl. I love you. Cheyenne says they don't own the rights to their characters. These are all from Japan. Yeah. Well, yeah, as most times you don't, you know. Let me see. Gomez says,
yeah,
interesting. They're showing clips from the Disney era, one of the worst when it comes to pay and production. There's of course,
Disney.
Disney had to get their nasty fingers in it.
So there's been like Taylor Swift. Power Rangers had eras before Taylor Swift was even like a thought, you know. So the eras refer to who was producing the show at the time.
Okay.
Disney came about 2003. I want to say, and I want to say it was like Wild Force or Ninja Storm was the first Disney, and
Mm.
then Nickelodeon had it for a while, and then Hasbro, and it's a whole thing. So
Oh
with each
wow.
company that's like producing it, you know,
Jeez.
then they start getting SAG and like, you know, those type of contracts.
Yeah, this is guys, we're gonna do several parts on this. There's so much here, and I find it super interesting. What is it? 1993. Listen, I graduated 8th grade in 92. So in 93, I was a freshman in high school. I was four, 14 going on 15. I'm old. I'm old, and I'm proud to
But
be
we're
old.
young at heart. It's all right.
Shout out to my Gen Xers, BB. All right, I'm going to hit play. Cool?
All right. Yeah.
All right. All right.
Anywhere like the gas station at the time, you can make that work in as a waitress, as a bartender. Like the other Rangers got to stay on it, but it's not like they really got a lot of money either. Like they just flipped it and were like, okay, we're just going to put in these 3 new actors, you know, Aisha, Rocky, Adam, and then they're not going to get paid anything. And honestly, I don't think, you know, Amy Jo Johnson, JDF, David Yost, they don't make any residuals off the show. It's not like the pay got that much better, you know, and they ended up leaving a few seasons later anyways. And they always did bring back JDF every once in a while. And I think because he was such an established person in the Power Rangers franchise that they probably paid a pretty penny to bring him back for Dino Thunder. And there is a note here that said SAG never had to get involved because the budget was higher when they were with Disney. So when they were with Disney, there was no problems because there was a little bit more money and it was a more respected company. So I don't know if they paid their Rangers that much. It sounds like they maybe paid them a little bit more, but there weren't any issues about the actors and crew's safety. That was a problem I heard. They were overworking everybody. People were getting hurt. Everything was very cheaply done, which is never a good thing for the safety of your crew. And there's another stat in here said that in 1996, they were number 2. They were under Warner Brothers, but they were number 2 when it came to entertainment brands. And Disney was under them for a few years. Disney was number 3 for a few years in the 90s. And Saban was number 2 when he had your Power Rangers, your VR Troopers, your Beetleborgs, when he had your Digimon shows. He had a lot of shows out there that we forget about that people were watching because
Gomon says they stopped filming in America. So about when we were talking about the eras around 2003, 2004, they took production to New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
So they filmed in New Zealand for a little bit.
Yeah, because it's like a lot of things, you know. Oh, it's here. No, it's actually filmed in like Canada. Because yeah, the production cost is cheaper because they have to pay for permits and, you know, all kinds of crews to set up locally and catering and all kinds of stuff. So
yeah,
and New Zealand is beautiful. That's where Lord of the Rings was filmed.
They filmed quite a lot of seasons in New Zealand, actually. So, and one of the seasons, I think they used New Zealand actors, and you couldn't tell. You'd probably think that they were American.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they're real good at hiding their accents.
Like Stargate in Wisconsin. I'm born and raised in Chicago. That makes me laugh for so many reasons because Wisconsin to me is like, we're bored. Let's drive from fucking Chicago to Kenosha. You got to go to the cheese chalet in Kenosha. It was a good time. I went to Milwaukee a lot too. Cool city. Smells like beer. Smells kind of like pissy beer. I don't know. Shout out Wisconsin. You got to say it.
Wisconsin.
You got to drag out the S. Wisconsin. And it's Illinois. I heard somebody who will remain nameless who has a habit of mispronouncing a lot of words and lives right next to Illinois. Call it Illinois.
How educated are they?
She's very metacore. Or should I say mediocre?
mediocre.
ma'am. Fucking Illinois. Yeah, because it's real noisy there. I gotta play.
Because he had that leeway and that leverage when Power Rangers was popping. He was hitting us with a bunch of stuff, but it was all cheaply done. Every last piece of it. I think the best thing to happen to Power Rangers is Hasbro picking it up from Saban. Saban got it back from Disney, and we thought that was the way. It really was not the way. It was the same thing in the 90s, and that wasn't going to work. Hasbro picked it up and is actually spending more time and money on production. I actually love what they're doing. So, yes, Saban isn't a bad man, but I wouldn't say, he really cares about all of his crew that he's putting on. He's giving them opportunities. That's the thing.
Listen, I don't know much about this situation, but from the 12 minutes and 31 seconds we have watched thus far, I'm gonna say oh boy is shady as fuck.
Yeah, I only watched like the first little bit to see, what the hell was going on. But point of the story is the original 3 left because they asked for a raise and they didn't get the raise, so they left.
Yeah.
And
Goma.
that's gonna be
Oh, go ahead.
that's gonna be the common factor whenever they replace people because they asked for money and they never got it. So
Gomamon, this video was originally posted on November 28th of 2022.
We can all argue what.
I feel like I'm gonna need to do a Power Rangers open panel in the next
oh my
couple,
god.
the next ones after this, because I get it, guys, in the chat, and I apologize. Like when you know about something, and you're just like, the dates, the people, the history, the timeline, and stuff, and then there's my ass sitting up here like, I don't fucking know. Like, I'm so sorry. Please feel free to yell at me in the comments in the chat.
It's like
I'll
when a
allow
new
it.
person goes into a Girl World stream,
Oh God, yeah.
You don't know what's going on. So it's just
Ow.
this is day one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Andy, good to see you. So I apologize for my ignorance, but that's why we're here. We're talking and learning
Yeah.
about it. And again, thank you to Chef for doing this.
What is the opportunity worth? You know what I mean? Would you? Because there's some people that, hey, I'll be in the show for free just to be on the show. How many times have we heard somebody say that, or, just let me get the opportunity. I don't care about money. But once you do it every day, you got to help yourself out and your family out. And imagine if you got a family, or, you got a mom, you got bills to pay, man. You got little brothers want Christmas presents. All in California, $600 a week at the time. Let's just say that's rounded up to maybe let's say it's $4,000 a month at most. That's still nothing in California.
I mean, back in the early to mid 90s, that wasn't, they should have been paid more because Hollywood. But back in the day, that wasn't too bad. I would say that I don't know. I'm going to look at what that equates to now. Because $4,000 a month back in 93, 30 years ago, that's got to be like 12,000 these days.
Yeah, they just wanted a raise. Like, oh, I've been here for a year, give me a raise, just like we all do.
Like, hey, people are growing attached because again, you just don't grow attached to the show. You grow attached to the characters and the actor playing it, and
and then the toys.
Yeah. Their likeness.
Like this was before I think before like Tickle Me Elmo. Like 92, 93-ish. So Black Friday was gonna be popping.
Oh yeah. Man, can I just say, side note, when I was a kid in the 80s with the fucking Cabbage Patch Kids, there were people that were straight up cold cocking each other in fucking Zare and Kmart for a fucking Cabbage Patch Kid.
I heard that.
And I never wanted one. My mom was like, you don't like that. I'm like, please don't get me that. It's creepy. So I wanted like Star Wars stuff instead.
Because to live there, we're talking about half to most of your check is going to be eaten up with bills and rent. especially after you eat and actually have furniture and a TV or something and just a normal setup as a normal person, you're not going to have any money. So yes, it sucks because when you do get that TV and you plug it in, you see that this show is making so much money and you're making nothing. So yes, that does suck. And for people that say, oh, it's not about the money, then obviously maybe you've never had to be out on your own and grind 100%, because after a year of doing,
Listen, people need chicken nugget money, man.
They need their fair share of pumpkin spice, you know?
Oh my god, I'm in heaven right now. I waited all year for this. Oh my god, it's so good.
Good.
I don't know if Sarah K is in chat. Sarah K, did you get what I sent you?
that, I think maybe you should get a raise. They should have been paid more. And that is an argument we can have. But after you show that it's a success and there's money being made, and we're talking hundreds of millions, possibly billions made off this show, yes, you can pay your cast a little bit. You could have gave them $1 million bonus. Hey, $100,000 bonus, something, maybe not even in your contract, but hey, we're making so much money. Here's this, right? Or give them a huge endorsement, or let Fox pay them a bunch of money for the movie. That didn't happen, guys. And that's why I believe that you can't blame any of the Rangers. Why this happened is because someone was greedy, man. And if I wasn't making any money, I'd be snapping too. It's something to think about and talk about. What are your guys' thoughts? I know there's a longer video, but I like these type of videos. Thank you, guys.
What are your guys' thoughts? What are your thoughts? What are y'all's thoughts? Your guys's. Sorry, I'm being picky.
Yeah, so this is like one of the first big dramas that I think I remember hearing about. So yeah, this kind of was the catalyst of the start of the drama. And there's just like, yeah, there's like the underpayments and whatnot, but there's a lot more too.
Yeah. All right. We're almost done, and then we're gonna go into another. We can see which one we want to go into, because I have a couple. We have quite a bit we can watch.
Guys, so much for watching. Take the time out.
We can move on to the Austin St. John one.
Yeah, well, this one's, it's got 1:10 left, so we'll just let it play.
Of your day to check out this content, and we will see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members, Dead Echo X-Ray Anime.
Yeah, we don't need to do that. Okay.
So yeah, this was about 93-ish. They left because they asked for more money. They didn't get it, so they wrote them off. And the way they wrote off those three characters was they sent them to the World Peace Conference. Where the hell they go? In like Norway or Sweden or something. So they wrote them out like pretty decently.
Do you guys? So the next ones I have pulled up are, why did David Yost leave the show? And then the stuff about, what's his name?
Austin St. John.
Yeah. Do you guys want to watch? There's one from what's his name? Henry Resilient. How much time will Austin St. John, the Red Ranger, serve? Do you guys want to watch that one next? There's a delay, so we'll let chat decide.
And then there's another. When I was doing my research, I picked up a bunch of stories, and I remember the original Yellow Ranger before Toy Train. She was the original in the pilot. So the Yellow Ranger that we saw on TV was not the first choice.
Oh. Okay.
So that actress, she asked for money and she didn't get it. So they went with Toy Train.
Oh, interesting.
But I think that story may come out a little bit later. But yeah, it started with the pilot. So yeah, there's a trend of Saban being cheap and not really giving what they were worth.
Yeah. All right. So do we want to? Let's do how we had it.
The David Yost one. That's a short little video.
Okay. All right. Let's watch David Yost. And again, this is the video. He uses the F-got slur in reference to telling his story. It is not used maliciously, but just please, trigger warning. I just Try to let people know because we don't condone that shit here. All right.
So a little background before you push play.
Okay.
So David Yost, Billy the Blue Ranger, he was on the show for 3.5 seasons. Um, and he came back for the most recent anniversary special last year. So he had a good like 25-year gap in between his
Mm,
seasons.
jeez.
And David came out as gay. Uh, I don't remember either. Probably like earlier, late 90s.
Yeah, and it was
So that was
still
probably
like
like
taboo back then, which is
taboo. Yeah. So it was a little story. So
hmm
this is just his recollection of what happened to him.
okay.
The abuse, the stuff that was said to him.
Oh, I'm sure. Look
Mhm.
at it was what, early to late early 2000s. The one guy from Grey's Anatomy came out as gay and left the show
Yeah.
because of like stuff inappropriate, mean, hateful, not necessary, stupid shit people were saying
Yeah.
about
That's like
him and treating
mid two
on set.
thousands.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was, man. I don't know. That's a whole other discussion about what that shit was like
Yeah.
back in the day. Cause, all right.
It's a good question. It's actually a really serious question for me. So if I cry, I apologize in advance. So yeah, all that me getting old and going off to some foreign planet or something. I don't know. I wasn't there for any of that.
Cheyenne, it sounds like Austin St. James needs to meet this one guy I stream about because they both like to make up tall tales and live in a fantasy land. We're not gonna
Oh yeah.
phase them right now.
Austin St. John has. I haven't even got into like his background, but
Oh,
Cheyenne, she's one of the mods for Henry, and ooh, she knows
yeah.
everything about that little story. So
Yeah, listen, I'm down to do like an open panel. If tell
mhm,
me what you, because I want to like go into this a little bit more because obviously like my audience, the community over here, we don't know, and I look to those that do know, just to kind of fill us in and have a fun little conversation. And you know it's, yeah, I'm down. Like, I'm not trying to like invade anyone's space or step on toes. I just, we talk
right.
about whatever we find interesting here. So, and if someone
Mhm,
is well informed on it, then please, uh again, when this stream functions as a video, please feel free to leave comments and feedback and suggestions and criticism and all that good stuff.
I don't know anything about it. I've never watched the episodes, but
Gotcha.
I walked off set one day during the middle of lunch, during halfway through the day. I just had made a decision. I'd been thinking about it for a good week.
Oh my god.
And the reason that I walked off is because I was called faggot one too many times. So I had just heard that several times while working on the show, um, from creators, producers, writers, directors. It's not that people can't talk about me and have their opinion about me, but continuing to work in an environment like that is really difficult. And I myself was struggling with who I was or what I was, and to be made fun of on some level, or to be stereotyped or put into a category and sort of saying you're not. Basically, I just felt like I was continually being told I'm not worthy of where I am because I'm quote unquote a gay person and I'm not supposed to be an actor and you can't be a superhero. That's sort of the vibe that I was getting. And I know that my co-stars were called in a couple times to different producers' offices and questioned about my sexuality, which is kind of a humiliating experience.
That is so fucked up. That is
mhm,
so fucked up. Like, in this, he's an actor playing a role, as long as, and I don't care what your orientation or identity is, act appropriate, right? Don't act a fool. That is fucking wild to me. Again, unfortunately, back in the day, that did happen a lot.
And this was because he left 96, 97. Let's see, let's ask
Mhm.
Google. Because when did Ellen DeGeneres come out?
I thought it was like the late. It was like the late 90s. I remember watching that episode.
90s,
It was a
like
big
97
deal.
ish. Yeah, so the timeline kind of fits,
Mhm.
So it does suck. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, and that's
So
how it was back then. And then, back then in this day and age, if you're an actor playing a role, I don't see what it fucking matters. Like there are certain jobs that shouldn't be talked about, brought up, but if you're an actor playing a role, like what the fuck does it matter?
mm,
To hear that and to find that out. So there was just a lot of issues. It just felt like a bad marriage, and I could either stay and finish 6 more months, do the second movie, and finish 6 more months of the show, or just I don't know. I guess I was kind of worried about my life. I was worried that I might take my own life. So in order for me to get a handle on what was going on, I needed to leave when I left, and so that's sort of why I left the show.
That is
mhm.
fucked up.
And he said when he left, he didn't watch or he didn't know about his departure, like how they were going to do in the show.
Mhm.
So they sent him off to an alien planet to hook up with this alien lady, this alien chick. And when he was talking on those 2 episodes, they're probably using old footage, and they made a little video of him like in a communication computer. So they didn't really use him; they just used old footage of him.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, just kind of
Yeah,
Frankensteined it
mhm.
together. Mm, that's
Yeah. So that's like the first part of Power Rangers drama. Actors
mhm.
leaving, David Yost getting bullied. That's kind of where it starts. And then the
Yeah.
next 2 videos are going to be the most recent things that the chat is fighting
Mm.
over.
That's it. Well, I get it. Like I said, there are people in here who are well informed. They know about all of
Yeah.
this. So the next one is proof Hector David Jr. pushed an elderly man.
Oh God. Yeah. So
Where
this
you
is
at,
what brought
Breezy?
me. This is what brought me into Henry's community. Um, so I was watching one of his videos popped up about something before. Cool. And then I joined, and this story pops up. I'm like, wait, he did what? And it got
Mhm.
us all of us talking over there. Uh, Henry likes to do his research. He pulls legal documents that are available, like a lot of uh, reactors or commentators do.
Yeah.
So Henry actually looked into Hector David Jr.'s history, and the discussion was the patterns of behavior. Our favorite thing, Raven, the patterns of behavior.
Mhm. Yep.
So
Everyone
yeah,
has a
it all
pattern of
makes sense.
behavior.
And this Hector guy, he was in Power Rangers Samurai. So his season was like 2012, 2013 ish.
Yeah. So like 10 years ago.
Yeah, so he's been out of Power Rangers for a while. He does the cons. He was starting to do like a movie. So he's the most or the youngest one with the most recent drama, I would say.
Interesting. All right. So we will get into this. And this is from Henry's channel, correct?
Yes, this
Okay.
was Henry got the video, the dash cam, uh,
Oh. Oh,
just a
yeah.
video,
You can
the
see it.
dash cam of the incident.
Okay. And
Yeah,
again, if anyone wants to drop Henry's channel link in the chat, and it's also linked in the description. Huge thank you to Henry. Shout out to him. You know, thank you, thank you, thank you. Much
shout
appreciated.
out Henry Resilient.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit, pulling everything up. He seems like a really cool guy.
Yeah, and he does. I don't know where he started originally. I know with Twitch drama, so that whole side of things, and then he got into the Power Ranger stuff when JC David Frank passed away, and then just started unearthing other things, unearthing other things. So he goes between Twitch and Power Ranger stuff.
I see you on my Twitter, Goma. I'm so sorry. All right.
To unite. You know, society isn't the easiest place to live right now, but this is why a film like this is so important.
Hold on. Let me make sure we're at normal speed since there's like dash cam footage. And yeah, okay, we're at normal speed. All right. And I can go back and like slow it down and whatever if you guys want.
For the world to see that there was love there. There was love for God, love for humanity, love for history.
We do not know where Hector is at this point. We've been unable to locate him. We're not sure if he's still in the area or not.
If you have any doubt who this guy is, by the end of this video, you would know that the person that you saw is 100% him.
And pause. Oh shit! Lost my train of thought.
It's all right.
Son of a.
It's okay.
Hey, Creek.
Hey, Creakin, how you doing? Thank you.
And it'll come back to me. Whatever.
No, yeah. When you remember, just let me know. But I wish you could pause yourself. StreamYards, you need to get on some shit.
I mean, look at that face. Does that face look like the same ninja? Is that the same chain? Is he in Idaho right now? Is that what's going on? You know, this cameo, you can get these.
I hope you're doing well. You know, it's always special when I see you in person.
He's not talking about the old guy. He's talking about someone else. You guys don't know. He has went mainstream. You like, wait.
All right, that's what I was going to say.
Wait, Henry.
How viral this went, like in mainstream news. I listened to a radio show in San Diego. They got it. The news clips, TMZ got it. This happened in Idaho.
Jeez.
So it made news.
Yeah. Well, first off, a shout out Idaho. It is a beautiful state. I'm in Nevada for those who may not know, Northern Nevada. Second, you know how like I pick up on people's energy and stuff. Just that little clip, yucky. Knowing like nothing about him, like
Henry or Hector.
Hector. No, Henry's good people. I would share my latte with Henry. I want to.
Oh, cool.
Like, grab a burger and hang out with Henry. He seems real nice. Hector though gives me like slimy, egotistical.
Yeah.
Just I don't want to sit next to him. You cannot share my latte. I don't.
And you're right.
Just like I don't know, like I pick up on people's vibes or whatever, and he just selfish, self-centered, egotistical. Might not flat out lie, but very much will exaggerate, downplay, bend, twist the truth, whatever. And he thinks he's hot shit, but he's a cold turd.
Yeah. And Henry has a video of the, like I said, of the history and his police documents, court documents from like the last few years of Hector. So you're good.
And fun fact, just as a general knowledge thing, you can FOIA stuff. You can either contact courts, entities, organizations, whatever, you know, the case may be, and ask for information. You can FOIA, which is Freedom of Information Act, and request documents, and it's a thing. That is just public knowledge for someone else we're not talking about right now. Fuck you, chicken strips. I really want canes. Like,
it's mid.
Is.
Did I say that?
I don't know. I'm craving canes for some reason.
Oh, Raven, you have a question in the chat by Jeremy. This is his shtick, by the way.
Oh, What is my favorite sandwich? Ooh.
And he'll tell you about yourself. So when you say your sandwich, give it a little bit, and then he'll tell you about yourself.
Well, seeing as I was born and raised in Chicago, it's gonna have to be an authentic Chicago Italian dipped beef. I prefer the hot giardiniera and prefer the sandwich dry, but 2 gravies on the side. Please let me know what that means. And if I can't get my hands on that, then probably like a good quality like crispy chicken sandwich with like
Chicken
buffalo sauce
sandwich.
on it, you know. Like buffalo sauce, slice of tomato, slice of lettuce, maybe cheese here and there. I'm kind of a purist. I love a sandwich though. I like a lot of sandwiches. That's a hard question. What's my favorite? But probably an authentic Chicago Italian dipped beef. Ooh, Drella. I love a grainy mustard. Oh, I love mustard. There's so many mustards and they're all fantastic. All right, we're gonna let him
Let that
analyze
marinate.
me. Well, we're gonna let that marinate. We're gonna let him analyze me. Sorry. Welcome to my channel. Okay. Sorry, I'm hitting stuff.
What's going on? TMZ picked it up. Yeah, TMZ done picked this shit up. Now, when TMZ picks up the story, it's pretty much GG.
Narcissist. He is in love with himself, this man. I can look at him and be like, no one loves him more than he loves himself.
It's pretty much like game over. You like, wait. TMZ picked it
And like he's conventionally attractive, but something about his energy is like, nope.
up. Yeah. TMZ picks up stories that is worth covering. And you're like, wait. Well, what other story did TMZ pick up that was worth covering? Well, I think everyone remembers this one, right? When it comes to TMZ and Power Rangers, I always think of Austin St. John, who did plead guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud against the government. But we're not here to talk about him. We're here to talk about Hector. So,
spoiler alert.
What?
Austin St. John pled guilty to wire fraud from the PPP loans for COVID.
Oh yeah, that was one of the videos. Yeah,
yeah.
Like I said, we're not gonna get. I'm making a list of all the videos we do watch, and then
that one is its own stream.
Yeah, we'll have to save like other stuff because I'm really interested in this. And just an FYI, I might save some of the spicier topics for members only streams because that's one of the perks of being a member is that we talk about things on those streams. Exclusivity. It's exclusive. You know what I mean? I can't talk today. I'm too excited about the pumpkin spice.
In doing his rise, like this guy was uber popular because he came back to Power Rangers, right? In the Neil Saban era. And this is after Saban had bought Power Rangers from Disney and created this. And because of this, put some money behind it. It was on Nickelodeon. He was blowing up. They were at the Kids' Choice Awards. Hunter Dino, like, I didn't get my invite. He was like, oh, bitch, I've been there.
Power Rangers! Power Rangers!
Oh my gosh, we started really early.
There go your boy right there.
Hair and makeup and just been getting prepping for coming here. It's our first time, so we're all really excited.
I'm going to interrupt because Jeremy said, tender, perceptive, piquant. And piquant means having a pleasantly, did I say it right? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Having a pleasantly sharp taste or appetizing flavor. A piquant tartar sauce. Pleasantly stimulating or exciting to the mind. Similar words. Ooh. Intriguing. Interesting, fascinating, colorful, exciting, sparkling, spirited, spicy. Does that sound like me?
Yeah, you get all of those.
sounds like me.
Some of that, yeah. Oh, shout out to it's Francis. Where's Francis at? It's
There she
Francis, baby.
is.
She's from Henry's community too. She is a huge part in the community. And then, hey, Reality.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for being here. I know, like, you'll have to, again, please forgive my ignorance, but that's why we're covering this here to learn. Chef is guiding us. And again, shout out to Henry. Thank you so much for letting me use your videos. And just welcome in.
I got a wake-up call from the Red Ranger this morning. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, let's go to the gym. An hour before we go to get hair and makeup. So that was
Came
fun.
out in his green undies.
Yep,
Still
I came
sleeping.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good.
Who would you rather see, Britney Spears or Black Eyed Peas? Britney Spears, duh.
We love both. I love both artists.
Yeah.
But man, Will I Am.
Oh my God.
We
Such
love
an
it.
honor. Such an honor to walk on the orange carpet right now.
And they take such good care of us, and we just could not ask for a better company backing us.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Okay, so like he's on the red carpet, guys.
Summer.
Spring.
I'm a spring baby, so I love spring.
I like
He out here, but recently, you know, all the drama that he's gotten himself into has caused him to delete his Instagram and Dust. I see you dropping memberships. I appreciate you, brother. He's deleted his Insta. You know, they even put out a statement. You know, he was, I guess, a volunteer for MySpaces. You like MySpaces, I guess, is a place for disabled people or something. I really didn't do too much looking into it, but they even put out a statement. They were like one of the.
Oh, and Frances has a channel, posted her channel link in there. Please feel free to check out all of these amazing new people.
Francis is she was the, now correct me, Francis, the personal assistant to Jason David Frank for quite a while.
Ooh,
So she has like personal connections with his family, and she knows the stuff.
Mm. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So remember how you fangirled over me being in your chat?
Yeah.
We need to fangirl over it's Francis, baby.
I am. Well, because listen, Donna Morte was like, oh my God. And so I went and I looked up and I'm like, oh, she's got a channel. Skim through it. There's her channel link. Like, spread the love. Let's support each other. Like, in Gore World, or the Fatmosphere, whatever you want. I don't even know what to call it anymore. There's a lot of not fun drama going on, and there's a lot of people attacking each other, tearing each other down, and just doing shady stuff. And I would rather chill over here talking about something like this and supporting other creators and just sharing the love and having a good time. So again, thank you everyone for being here and for understanding that.
Thank you.
A lot of us in the people from my community were like, some of us were like, what's going on with this? So we appreciate everyone sharing your knowledge with us, and just positive vibes for everybody today. Positive energy all around. Okay.
And Reality is a creator too. She talks on some of the Power Rangers drama, and she's a commentary channel as well.
Okay. Here, let's Creek, can you grab Reality's channel link and throw it in the chat, please? Thank you. Or Dono.
Some of us might be interested in their content. I don't know.
Listen, I love
who knows?
I love discovering new to me people, you know, and channels and whatever they talk about. And there's a lot of creators. I don't care what they're like. Belinda. It doesn't matter what Belinda's talking about. I just like watching Belinda for Belinda. So no, we're always like discovering new people and topics, and you guys are all welcome here. And I'm getting all mushy. I'm getting in my feels. I'm hitting play, Chef. Getting emotional.
First is like let's let everybody know. Let's let everybody know. My place said, "Hi friends, we are writing this post to address a serious incident involving one of our visitors who was recently captured on video aggressively pushing an elderly man using a mobility device in a parking lot. We deeply regret this incident and the distress it has caused. The police are now dealing with the matter. It's a warrant for his arrest, which we're going to get to. Such behavior is completely against our core values of respect and care for all individuals. We are taking immediate action to address this issue, including removing content featuring him in it. We are committed to making
Fuck
MPs.
around, find out.
And so, can you kind of clarify the post he's reading is from my places? What is that?
That's
Do you know?
He talked about it before he came on the post. It's the group for the like disabled children, I believe. Probably like a Big Brothers Big Sisters type deal. So he was a mentor, probably.
Okay. Thank you
So
for throwing that link in there, Creek. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so he was doing his thing, and then he fucked around and found out.
So he just
one thing.
Pushed this elderly man who was using mobility aid. And keep it, for those of you that don't know, I'm disabled. I'm a chronic pain patient. The bottom of my spine's fucked up. I have a handicap placard. I have to sometimes utilize like a cane, or I have this like really cool walking stick I like to use. And like, don't mess with people. I've parked in a handicap spot in the days I've needed it, and it had like some guy walk past me and said brazenly out loud, was like, "Oh yeah, you look real disabled." And my response to him was, "Well, I am. My doctor of 20 years thinks so, and I'm also very armed," because he was like getting in my face. Can we protect our elderly folk, because they are precious. They carry a lot of wisdom and history, and
and the victim has stories, has history. He's a veteran.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am not a veteran, but I love our veterans. Like, I don't like my government, but I love my country.
Yeah.
If you feel me. Like, I've been binge watching Unsubscribe podcast. I love those guys. It's great. Oh, and welcome in, Chatty Charlie. Sorry, the caffeine's kicking in. I'm all over.
ACE the safest possible environment we can to uphold the highest standards of conduct within our organization. They have more standards than Power Morphicon. Well, I'll be darned. Your trust in the well-being of those.
I'm sorry. What?
Power Morphicon is the biggest Power Rangers convention, and it's actually this weekend.
Oh, whoa.
And they started probably about 2010, maybe. So they get like all the Rangers actors from like all the seasons. They just started getting the Japanese actors as well.
Oh.
So it's like Comic-Con, but Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Voice actors, suit actors.
It's like having the Avengers on panel at Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow. Because he made that comment, and I was like, wait, I want to make sure we all understand the references.
So, and he said that because all these actors, all these Rangers have a history, especially with Austin St. John. He's like the big one with the most recent stuff too. So people don't want to bring Austin St. John because of his history. And it's not just the wire fraud. It's using bigoted language against. Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say Austin St. John really seems like a fucking douche canoe. You fucking douche canoe.
You hit that one on the head, yeah.
Listen, everyone goes through tough times and has bad days, but it's really not that difficult to like be a good person and like be a nice person, or maybe communicate to those around you. I'm not having a great day today. I just, Not that hard. Not that difficult not to push elderly people over there. Austin and Breezy. Shout out.
we serve are of the utmost importance to us. If you have any concerns or wishes to discuss this matter further, please feel free to read us directly. Now, here's the video of this ninja right here, and just look at what he's wearing.
Hey, what's up? It's Hector David Jr. from the Green Samurai Ranger.
Does that look like?
I would like to point out this dude is standing up and he's manspreading. Sorry. It's just like you need to take up that much space, my guy.
Yes, he does. That's the toxic masculinity that I'm bringing here. All right.
No. Chef is a lot of things, but toxic is not one of them in his masculinity. He is a very nice person and he is my friend.
The picture, guys. Come on, help me out.
I'm Power Ranger Samurai, and you're watching My Place's TikTok page.
Abracadabra.
Hey, what's up? It's Hector David.
He did it. He did the flip. Oh,
But that's his.
let's.
So at these conventions, there are stories of him just randomly doing backflips. He's one of those like high energy. Hey guys, look at this, and just like backflips out of nowhere.
Time and place, but well, because he's showing off because he thinks he's a hot shit. He's Austin, but he thinks he's like Chris Hemsworth or Ryan Reynolds. I'll refer to again.
Jason
'cause I just saw
Momoa.
Deadpool. Deadpool was really good. Dog pool is my favorite part because, fun fact, I am obsessed with dogs and I'm obsessed with my dogs. No, he's at Chef Maiku has Raven seen your meme so toxic.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I just told Jeremy the other day. I'm like, I don't know if I'm crossing the line. Like, what memes should I not share? Because you gotta be careful. So
yes, and Chef is our field reporter for my channel. For just FYI, No, I will say the straight men I have in my community I appreciate because again everything like I appreciate everyone in my community, but I'm getting like tired of this narrative of like, oh, it's toxic. No, it's not. Men are men. I love masculine energy, and you need it to balance out the feminine, and they work together. They are complementary, and I would really like to dispel this like
one of
social
the things I saw.
idea. They have to compete. We work
One
together.
of the things I saw is, well, I don't know why men get in girl world. Bitch, I like listening. Let me listen to my stories. Like, who cares? I listen. I hung around women for most of my life. I respect women, but let me listen to the GD stories. All right.
Yeah. No, and again, masculine and feminine complement each other. They work together. They are
Shocking.
beneficial to each other. I'm a Libra. I got my scales. I'm a Libra. They balance each other, and it's not necessarily if you're male or female. It's that male energy, that female energy. They balance each other out. It's like how, my best friend, she's softer. She's more introspective. Like she's the opposite of me, and where I'm more like brazen and brash and rough around the edges, and I'm like, rah, 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 but we balance each other out.
Oh yeah.
So just a little sidetrack. Drella says the burp community is a breath of fresh air. Thank you.
Yes,
Drella.
ma'am, it is.
I try to make it. And again, that's not to say I will not fumble. Things that sometime I'm only human, but I do the best I can, and I just try to do the best I can. I'm not going to go into a whole tirade because that's not what we're here for.
Don't cry.
Let's get through this douche canoes fucking bullshit over here. Fucking standing up man spreading. What your phone case is hella ugly. What is going on with this? What is this? And look at him. Look at okay, this stance and then this. If you guys can see my arrow, just look at his posture. His chest is puffed out. He's got his just the way he's holding his head just screams to me egotistical fuckwad. That's just the impression I'm getting.
Run it back one more time.
Hey, what's up? It's Hector David Jr. from the Green Samurai Ranger from Power Ranger Samurai, and you're watching My Place's TikTok page.
Abracadabra.
All right, now people are like, for all those who like, it's not him. It's not him. It can't be. It's not him. Okay. Well, here's a post right here. Here's him wearing the same hat. Let's blow it up for you guys. What does this person say? I blocked him out. Hey, today at the birthday social, I met famous Power Rangers actor Hector David Jr. He's a very nice actor. I made him do a backflip on My Place's TikTok channel. He just moved to Idaho recently with his family. Whoa, so we know he's a resident. Okay, we know he's a resident there. He is a new member of My Places. We'll have to get to know each other more and more as socials. Nah.
And I will say this guy seems like the type where he doesn't necessarily do philanthropic and or charitable work out of the goodness of his heart.
He did it because he was a Power Ranger, probably.
Well, because it gives him attention and accolades and, oh, you're such a good guy. And, he does it for selfish reasons, which is not why you do philanthropic charitable things. Like, I'm always doing stuff and I never fucking talk about it because I don't need to, because I'm just doing the right thing and helping people when in that situation.
And that's not
and he can use his celebrity to get the word out about this place and garner more support. I just think his intentions in doing that are completely self-centered. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Go up to Goemon's comment.
Oh, wait. All right. Let me get over. Find my arrow. What did he say?
Anti-stop.
Oh, the anti-stop.
Yeah. That's exactly what I said. One of the first things I was like, damn, that's tiny dick energy because he has a giant ass truck.
Oh,
number one.
You should listen. Again, I live in Reno, Nevada, and if there is one thing I have learned, the bigger the truck, the smaller. Because understand these guys out here that drives, and it's usually white for some reason. It's like a big white pickup truck, lifted, all that stuff. They're not ranchers. They're not living in a valley or side of the mountain where their terrain is more rugged.
They're living in town.
Yeah, they're living in town with their 3-car garage and whatever. There's no valid reason for them to have said pickup truck. They won't let you merge. I have had these guys. And it's all one person to me. And keep in mind, one of my good guy friends here drives a big white pickup truck, and I give him shit for it. Fuck you, Brandon. But I've had these guys, literally, no one will be behind me for miles. And they see me, because I used to drive a PT Cruiser. So here I come.
Oh, my God.
I loved my Cruiser. It had a tape deck in it. But they would see someone's trying to pass them, and then they would see it was a woman, and oh my God, I almost got in 2 legit bad car accidents because these fuckers are like, I can't let a woman get in front of me in my big white pickup truck, and cut me off and nearly took my bumper off in the process.
Oh my, Gomamon.
Oh,
Gomamon, listen. Are you? I think he'll say where the county is. tell me you have a connection to wherever this county is that he got caught up in.
Yeah. Oh,
That would be the best ever.
I'll write it down. Mama Burb and I went to Home Depot yesterday for like air filters and a couple like random things. And there was some guy with a big white pickup truck. They weren't handicap spots, but they were like the front spots near the door. Pulled in, literally parked over the dividing line because his truck couldn't fit into one or what. And I'm like, they need to have separate parking for big white truck, small dick vehicles, and then the I'm having a midlife crisis driving, and this is my sports car parking out in the parking lot so you can't bother anybody else. Separate parking, permits, and everything. Sean, is there something you need to tell us? What do you drive, Sean?
You Well, no, I don't think Sean has a giant like Dodge Ram. I think he has like one of those old beat up little pickup trucks, you know?
After the word giant, I thought you were going to say something else.
Okay, I gotta, talk Sean up a little bit. I can't really put him down.
Listen, we love Sean. If there's anyone allowed to be in here with their big white pickup truck, it's Sean Nova. So shout out Sean. I love you.
Nah. My places is like, we don't want to know him. We don't want to know him. Now, if you go back to the picture, you see this hat that he's wearing, the IFSI hat. Now, I did a little bit of digging, you know what I'm saying?
You dig, bro. You like to dig.
And this place is right here. It's Immigrant Family Services Institute. And I guess they help immigrants transition from their country to United States. That's good and dandy. They have a great website.
Cool. Okay.
I'm not sure if they're aware of the incident. I don't know if they'll take action, but it's not a good PR look when you have, potentially, I'm guessing this is a new hire out here assaulting elderly men. Probably not the best of looks, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
It's amazing. Hector's one of my best friends now. We definitely had some rocky patches while we were filming. He's just a wild kid. He flies by the seat of his pants. He's driven by his emotion, and sometimes it's not the most logical, but he always manages to come through unscathed. I don't know how he does it, but
because he's a douchebag. Okay,
I got the wrong video, but essentially, the dash cam is out there. It's on Henry's channel, on one of his channels. So you see, Hector has his big ass truck. Let me cam up. I said I was going to cam up anyway. So Hector drove his giant truck over into a handicap spot. So the old guy got out of his car and was like, "Hey, giving him shit about parking in handicap spot without
rightfully so. I would
or that stuff." So as the old guy is walking away, you see Hector just like stop, maybe think about it. I doubt he thought about it. And then you see him just like go and push the damn guy. So yeah, that's the dash cam. And then Henry was able to talk with the victim. The victim is a veteran. He's fine. He went to get checked up. Everything's Gucci with him. Then the warrants came out, and his court date is, I think, the 28th.
Oh wow, yeah, and
that is
sorry.
What did we say? Nampa County.
Yeah, Nampa, which is basically right out that was familiar to me because I've been to Boise, and it's beautiful. Yeah, and I had to drive through Nampa to get to Boise, and yeah, it's very beautiful. But even though he apologized to the guy, the elderly man, let's just call him Bob, old Bob. Even though he apologized and like old Bob is doing good and everything, the fact that he got that mad, and so either his self-control left the chat or he thinks that's okay to do, and either one is concerning. Like, I get mad, and if I feel like I need it's gonna physically come out. I walk away. I'm like, boop, no, conversation over. Just gotta go. Because we all
Yep.
get to that point.
And you can kind of see that in the video too. You know, the old guy walks out. Hector's like looking around. He's probably thinking about it, and then he just gets hot headed because who knows what's going on in his head.
Yeah, here, let
And
me
then just
see. So you said it is on Henry's channel. Let me,
yeah, he has 2 channels. He has, let's see.
because I'm wondering if we can't find that, or should I look up, what's this guy's name again that
Which
we're
one,
talking
Hector?
about? Hector.
Let's see. Videos.
Give me a second. Hector David Jr. Dash.
Gets much
Let me see if I
worse.
can find it.
Oh, this might be.
Oh, I think this is it. Infinitor. Yeah, this is it. Here, let me pull this up. So I'll mute it because he's playing some weird music. All right, I got it. Let's watch the dash cam because now I want to see this. Yeah, it's Nampa, not Napa Valley, like California.
Let's see.
All right, I've got the dash cam.
I found the one from Henry's channel, but we'll see what you got.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, and like I said, I haven't muted.
Only a
'cause he's
minute
playing
long.
weird music. Okay, ready? All right.
So Hector
Yeah,
is in the.
he took it from Henry's channel, but I can't find it on
Yeah.
Henry's channel.
And then that's his big ass truck. You can see the handicap. So that's Hector talking with someone.
Okay, so Hector's in the jersey, and I assume, yeah, this is, yeah, it shows it in a second. Well, let's let it play. I have the sound muted. So there's the elderly man with the walking
That's the guy. See, he walks away.
Yo.
Ain't that some shit?
Whoa, dude. That is pure anger. That is roid rage. What the fuck? And then a car drives by.
And then keep going, yeah.
Yeah, now get in your truck and run away like a little beach. Wow.
And Henry actually
If I
found
saw-
he found the parking lot, a Google Maps view of the parking lot. So on his channel, he actually has the picture of where it happened to.
Wow. Yeah, if I saw this, if this went down in front of me, you would need at least one of your tires replaced because one of them would have been disabled. I'm not going to say what I would have used because you wouldn't have been going anywhere as I called the cops on your ass.
And this was just last month. Like, that's how recent this was last month.
How does he think this is okay? Oh, yeah, there's a whole
Yeah.
Henry Resilient. I'm like wanting I want to do a whole stream on this douche canoe. Wow. Yeah. Because the next video and the last one for today is how much jail time, or is this the fraud guy? So Hector David is assault. Austin St. James is fraud.
Austin St. John.
Austin, fuck these. I'll get the names right. I'm so sorry, you guys.
And that's a whole, like, we don't got time for that. But for the Cliff Notes of Austin St. John. Yeah, but Cliff Notes. This year he pled guilty to wire fraud for the PPP loans during COVID.
COVID loans. Here, let's save Austin for the next stream. We'll start.
And then I also saw in chat. So the little the Cliff Notes. So PPP fraud. He was going to make a line of shirts, like clothing with quotes from strong people or warriors. And he chose some Hitler quotes.
Oh, great.
So there's that. He was on a panel like on a stage at a convention, bigoted language towards, being transphobic and all
Yeah.
the bigs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
We'll go into more detail with that in the next one. Let's start wrapping this one up. So
yeah,
give
so
us a
I think that's
little
a good intro.
synopsis. Give us a little synopsis of what we learned in this stream today, Chef.
Haim Saban, the creator of Power Rangers, is cheap and wouldn't give the actors their money when they asked for it because everyone deserves raises, right? Uh, Being an actor is tough. It is tough, especially in the '90s when coming out as gay, queer was still taboo. So the bullying and the harassment behind camera was a big thing.
Oh yeah.
And then
For sure.
the big final thing, if you have a favorite Power Ranger, more than likely they fucked up. So
They're shady as
that's the big thing, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, this is gonna be a part one. I don't know. I mean, I'm down to do these as often as a chef and our schedules allow. Because there's a lot here,
Mhm.
very interesting, and there's so much.
And
Like,
there's even stuff I didn't even consider telling you because we don't have 20 hours to stream all night on this. We're not like certain people.
well, and that's, again, there it is impossible on basically all topics. You can't fit, rarely can you fit everything into a 2-hour stream. So that's why I was
Yeah.
like, pick out a couple videos as like a starting point, and we're gonna start there and go off in whichever direction in the following streams. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys want to see more, we'll do more, because there's the individual Power Rangers and their fuck shit.
Mhm.
Tragedies, unfortunately, some of them have passed on. Jail time, fraud. There's the TV show / shows and all that. So yeah, we could definitely we'll keep delving into this, because again,
And if you're itching, definitely hit up Henry's channel. He
yeah.
streams like twice a week. I know Friday nights, and then he usually does like Monday or Tuesday, depending on his schedule.
Mhm.
But his content, he makes the stream and then just clips down, the sections.
Yeah, the link to his channel is in the description. It says Henry's YouTube channel. I'm going to grab it and share it in chat again. Yes, please make sure you are subscribed to Henry. Please go support. Sorry, their names just flew out of my head because I'm trying to do more
It's
than one
Francis
thing.
Baby. I got you. Henry Resilient and Henry Resilient Clips. It's Francis Baby, who has a lot of Jason David Frank stories. Reality is another smaller commentator channel. She's friends with Henry and Francis, so she has her own takes on stuff. And I think that's all that really came. Yeah.
Yeah, let me grab Francis, and I think Creek had realities link, if you could drop that again.
And go into their chats, go into their videos. You might like their content. I don't know. If you don't, then cool. At least you tried it, right?
Well, and it's like, here, like I said, I'm all over the place. I might do a stream on Chantal or Amber. I might go FFG. I might talk about drama in general. I might be talking about aliens probing people and watch out for your butthole. Like, I'm all over the place, and I appreciate everybody who shows up for every stream, but I also understand I have a very mixed selection of content here. And if y'all are interested, for the new people, in drama and watching me and Anna Nicole, who, Anna, please drop your chat. You're a mod now. Please drop your link in chat. She has a great channel too. if you're interested in watching drama, somebody who is obviously disturbed and admittedly lives in a fantasy land, I've been covering this guy called Illusionist Rubble, or AKA Russ, and he is a whole ass mess and a whole ass problem. And some of the stuff I'm finding out is disturbing, like legit disturbing. So if you want to come along for that ride, it's a whole fucking mess.
Yeah, I didn't really say too much about the channel and too much about this side of YouTube. Yeah, I don't want to keep it secret, but it's two different places to
No,
hang
yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what would be a good comparison? It's like walking into a vegan restaurant eating a cheeseburger. You don't want to
Mhm.
it's just
Yeah,
very, but there's no, but listen, we're all here to watch interesting content about,
yeah.
we have like our main people and topics we gravitate towards, but I'll watch something about Chantal, and then I'll go watch Beautiful and Bothered, which is like a beauty
Mhm.
industry podcast with Johnny and Kevin. Oh my god, they're so cute. And then
And
I'll watch like dog videos and gun stuff and cooking. Like I'm all over.
yeah, and especially with the Hector David stuff, when I heard that he pushed an old guy, I'm like, shit, we got a breezy over here. It's like no matter where you go, it's the same bullshit. I can't get away from people pushing old people or like DUIs or something. It's the same stuff, different places.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop Anna Nicole's channel link in chat. Well, thank you for like you and everyone who showed up that like has their own channel and knows about all of this
Yeah.
Power Ranger stuff, because I had no idea. Like this
Shout
is
out to the resilient army.
mm-hmm.
That's who we
Yeah,
are
no.
over there, the resilient army.
Henry seems like I said, I watched a little bit of him and I just really like his energy and the way he interacts and just kind of relays everything. Streaming isn't easy, especially when you're usually up here by yourself. And
Yeah, it's a
so
good time over there. I love it. And he
Cheyenne, why
does
the sad face?
oh no,
Why the sad
she's a so one of the things, I got my list of names. Henry also has a list of things that he's been called, to include a hater in the chat. So those are the haters in the chat.
Listen, I will go full force on a legit like asshole, but
It
no.
like
This
they did pretty good. They were pretty tame. They didn't really deviate from the chat too much. So
I appreciate it. All right, Chef, I'm going to kick you off so I can wrap up.
all right.
All right, thanks for coming up so
Thank
much.
you,
And
guys.
Chef and I will get together and we will plan another stream. Again, please leave in the comments once this posts as a video if there's a direction, a person, whatever you'd like to see. A lot of respect to Henry in that community. We're just interested. I don't want anyone to think I'm like trying to encroach on anything, because I know people get protective over your communities. And just thank you for your grace and your kindness and willingness to teach us. As for my shitty channel, what's today? Thursday. I have stuff to do tomorrow. I would like to stream over the weekend. Oh, you know what I should do when I'm here? While I'm here, hold on. I need to do a thing. I always forget. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I can hear myself. I need to gift some memberships. So I'm going to gift 5. Let's see who gets them. I always forget. While YouTube is messing around with that, I'm hoping to stream over the weekend. I need to do another members only before the month is out. Maybe we will sneak in one night and do that, or I'll let you know. And I know what I want to do for my next stream. Go over some stuff, probably about Russ, because that one is on one. So let's see who got Sylvia, welcome to Memberships Recliner Goddess. Hello, Zoe Wynn and Donis. Welcome or welcome back to channel memberships. Please enjoy your emojis. This is my little dog Lucy, my little puppy. Speaking of which, I gotta go feed my dogs. It is 5 p.m. So make sure, listen, it's pumpkin spice season. Please make sure you go and you get whatever your preferred fall beverage is at Starbucks. Thank you again so much, everybody, for hanging out. Let me get to my outro. Sorry, I have had so much caffeine today, and apparently it's affecting my brain. And I should be back over the weekend. Take care of yourselves. Please remember, in Gore World, if it gets to be too much, walk away. Go watch funny dog videos. Take care of your mental health. And yeah, just look out for each other. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.